one eye done and one eye to go because a handful of you had asked to see how I created this eye look. This is just one multichrome on my entire lid. You guys asked how I did it. This is Blood Moon. And if you follow my personal Instagram account, as well as Devinah Cosmetics, I shared this look on August 1st because to me, that is when I start fall season in my world. Fall starts August 1st for me and my household. I am an October girl at heart through and through. I am a Libra and I love this is my favorite season. Fall is my favorite season of ever. If I could skip through summer and just live through fall, winter, and spring, oh my gosh, it would be awesome. I realize now that I'm an adult. The only reason why I loved summer growing up was because we weren't in school. We had summer break. But now that I think about it, summers have always been so dreadful with the heat, especially living in Los Angeles. That heat out there, I cannot deal with any longer. I'm so excited to get into this eye look and show you how I created this. It's so simple, so easy. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. For those of you who don't know, my name is Deandra. I am the owner of Devinah Cosmetics, where we help you build your own color story one single at a time. And if you have looked at the videos that I have here on my channel, I share a bunch of different things that goes on that I like, just things that go on in my life, from spooky decor, Halloween hunting for Halloween and spooky decor, to fireworks. I'm a big fireworks person, makeup, and then everything in between. I always have something to share with you. My channel isn't specifically driven for one like niche. I want to be able to create a community here and show you guys different sides of me. So if you are down for that and you want to see what I got going on, subscribe, like this video, and stick around. Talk with me in the comments because I love to chat with you guys. And like I said, today I am so excited to show you this eye look. Now, this is a multi-chrome that I used. I'm going to show you, I only used 3 eyeshadows for this look, you guys, just 3. I have 2 mattes on my lower lash line, and then I did use Blood Moon all over my lid. I love this eyeshadow. If you're part of the Devinah Cosmetics email newsletter, I had in the beginning of starting August 1st, we had a heat wave BOGO sale, and this eyeshadow is like the epitome of heat wave that also brings you and leads you right into fall season. It is a beautiful one of my, actually, this might be, Midnight Sun was my favorite multi-chrome, but I think this one is because I love red eyeshadow. Okay, so this is what I have. This is what I'm using on my eyes. We have Blood Moon, then we have Karma. It's the blackest black matte. And then we have Ilithyia. Fun fact about Ilithyia, we had, and I believe it was 2017, we had created a bundle of mattes called the Spartacus collection. If you ever saw or watched the TV series of Spartacus on Showtime, it was either Showtime or Cinemax. I was so inspired by that TV series. I think we binge watched there's 4 seasons of it. And we had that series on repeat like twice a year. So Ilithyia is one of the characters from that TV series. Just a little fun fact for those of you that didn't know. And Sepia, 2 of our grays, Sepia and Gaia. Crixus, which is like a brown matte. Crixus was one of the characters. Sepia Gaia were characters. So we ended up splitting up that bundle and just putting the mattes as singles. But yeah, that's what Ilithyia was from. So just a little fun fact. So with multi-chromes, we don't need a lot of tools. I'm going to swatch these for you guys, but I want to show you this pan. So I'm going to use the pan puller that we have at Devinah. And I want to show you the shift in this. It has this right there on that harsh angle. It has this beautiful forest green. This eyeshadow, you could kind of see it on that. Oh, I went too far. Well, I could see it on my monitor, so I hope you can see it on yours too. Beautiful eyeshadow. So I'm going to swatch these for you just so you can see what we're playing with. With multi-chromes, you always want to make sure that you are putting this on as much eye surface as possible. The more eye surface that you place your multi-chrome on, the better you will see the shift. I was playing with swatches the other night, and I noticed that if I drag the multi-chrome further, like on this side, then you get to see more of that shift. So yeah, you could see the green right here on this side. There you go. Look at how beautiful this is, from fiery reds and burning coppers to orange, yellow, and like this real pretty forest green. It is beautiful. There's that nice copper orange color. You could see the green there too on my finger. Oh, I love this multi-chrome. This is so beautiful. I love it. So the more eye area that you give your multi-chrome, then the more of the shift you will see on your eye. So that's just a little tip. But if you are one of those makeup lovers who loves to, if you're one of those makeup lovers, I had to put my phone on do not disturb. I forgot to do that. If you are one of those makeup lovers, come on, girl, get with it. Let's go. Who loves to wear a lot of eyeshadows on your eyes to create your own type of gradient, then of course you can play with multiple multi-chromes and layer them on, and you will get an effect of different shifts from each eyeshadow that you put on your, come on, there's Karma. Forgot to grab me a wipe. Each eyeshadow that you put on your eye, you'll have a beautiful gradient too. But if you have a specific multi-chrome that you just love the type of rainbow gradient or the contrast from one color to another, I'm thinking like Polaris. If you have Polaris from Devinah, it's a beautiful, it's like the epitome of a Beetlejuice eyeshadow. It goes from like a purple to almost like a teal green, like a beetle green. Perfect eyeshadow if you're doing something Beetlejuice inspired, perfect for that. So that contrast, that would be another great eyeshadow to wear just by itself on the lid so that you can see that full multi-chromatic effect. Okay, and then next we're going to go into Ilithyia, and I'm going to swatch that one right here. This is Ilithyia. Oh. So these are the only eyeshadows that I am wearing on this eye. And I know I talked about this in one of my other videos. I love the fact that now I have small eyes, but I love when I wear dark eyeshadows on my small eyes. It actually makes my eyes look bigger. It's always been this way. I'd always like scratch my head when people would say, when I'd hear other people say, you can't wear dark eyeshadow because it'll make your eyes look smaller. Like if you smoke out your eyes a lot. I don't get that. I get a different effect. This eye, this eye looks so much bigger than this eye. And it's always been that way for me and I love it. And it's good because all I gravitate to is darker colors. So to do this, you do not need a lot of tools at all. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to start with my lower lash line. That way you guys can see the whole look come together. So I am going to take from Devinah Cosmetics, I'm going to take my D101 brush. It's just the smallest pencil brush you'll ever find. Let me get some of this eyeshadow off my hand. And I'm going to take this mini pencil brush and dip into Ilithyia. And then I'm going to put it right here on my lower lash line. And we're going to build this up a little bit. I like to blow out my lash line. Let me make sure that you can see. I like to blow out my lash line because I have a lot of wrinkles underneath my eyes, as you can see. And what I found for my specific eye shape, when I put eyeshadow over those wrinkles and all the little crinkles and crevices, it kind of masks that. And then it's not as noticeable because you got color on it. Well, I have color on it. So I really like to blow my lower lash line out pretty far down. I didn't go too far on this eye. Now our brushes, we have a whole 10-piece brush set. Our brushes are very small. I do have small eyes, and I have always struggled to find small brushes to do little detail work on my eyes, like this, for example. If I have a bigger bigger blender brush, like a fluffy blender brush, damn, say that 3 times fast. uh, it takes up too much of my, even on my lower lash line, it takes up too much space. And I don't really have control over how far I want to bring my shadow down. So having small brushes like this works so well for me. So if you have small eyes too, this brush set is really good to play around with and find which brush you like using for different techniques. I do have like a guideline on what each brush can be used for, but that's just a guideline. It's not a, you can only use this brush for this application. Okay, so I'm going to just dab this off on my color switch. And now I'm going to dip into Karma. I'm going to get that loaded up with Karma. And then I am going to use this mirror because now what I'm going to do is place Karma in my waterline. I love to use shadow as my waterline eyeliner. I find that it lasts a lot longer than a regular pencil liner or a kohl liner. Okay, so I got Karma in my waterline, and now I'm going to dip in again just a little bit. And now on my lashes, like on the actual lash line, and right below, like on the lashes and below it, I'm just going to smudge this out. Just like that. Oh my gosh, I love this. I'm going to pull it into my inner corner as well. I'm going to do it on this side, so let me make it even. There we go. Yep, okay. Okay, now I'm going to go back in and add a little bit more of Ilithyia. So I'm going to dip into Ilithyia on my D101. I'm just going to come back. See how you can have control over your eyeshadow with such a smaller brush? I love this. There we go. Okay. So, do you guys love fall season? I already have my wax going on around the house. Smells like fall in here. It smells like Halloween, actually. And I am so excited for it. Okay, so that's it. That's all I'm doing to the lower lash line. So I use the D101. I put Ilithyia on first, then came in with Karma on my waterline, and then put it into the lash line and then brought it down a little. And then I went back and added a little bit of Ilithyia back. So now let's do the lid. This is the simplest eye look. And you can do this with any shimmer. It doesn't have to be a multichrome. You can do an eye look like this with any shimmer, whether it has a duochrome effect, a multichrome, a regular traditional shimmer. This works with anything. Would you guys want to see more? I can definitely do more. So now what I'm going to do for the eyelid is I am going to get into Specular. This is our Sparkle and Shimmer glue base. Works with any type of shimmer. It doesn't matter if it's a sparkle bomb. It doesn't matter if it's a traditional shimmer, a multi-chrome, a satin shimmer, satin metallic. This works with any type of mica-based pigment. And it will lock in all of your eyeshadow. It'll lock it in so much. If you watch my other videos, you guys already know I did sleep tests with this stuff. And I literally woke up the next morning and was able to still wear my same eyeshadow. Now, the trick with our specular is you want to work one eye at a time with it. You don't want to put it on both eyes and then come back to this eye, add your shimmer, and then go to your next eye and add your shimmer. You do not want this to, it's like an adhesive. You don't want it to dry down before you apply your shimmer. And then I'm going to take my favorite brush for any type of shimmer. This is the D105. And we are going to dip into Blood Moon. Whoop. Look at the shift in the pan. I mean, she is shifty. She loves to play with light. Okay, we're going to dip in there. And then I'm going to pat it. Can you see? Let me see. Going to pat it right on my lid. I have a little bit of fallout because I grabbed too much. So I gotta wipe that fallout off. That's another thing is if you grab too much of an eyeshadow on your brush, you will have fallout, as you're applying your makeup. Just a little easy wipe like that, and it takes care of it. Okay, so I got that applied on my eye. Now, one technique that I like to do on my regular eye looks where I have a matte in my, well, I create faux like creases because my eyes are really hooded. See how that looks? I don't like doing windshield wiper motions. I like to pat. I like to pat upwards to blend my shadow. And the same technique that I do with my mattes when I'm working in my faux crease, it's the same technique that I do when I'm doing an eye look with just a shimmer shadow. And even with a multichrome like this, it blends out so beautifully. I love the way this looks. So I'm just going to keep patting upwards to blend this eyeshadow out. See how that looks? Oh my goodness. Look at this shift. What I'm seeing right now, you guys are seeing like more of the red and the orange. I see all of the green. The green starts here and ends here where the shadow is. And it's because of the way the lighting is in my directional view. But I know that you guys can see that green if I turn my head a certain way. See how you can see the green here? I love Blood Moon. Do you own it? Do you have it? Is this an eyeshadow that you would wear? A lot of people say they're scared of red eyeshadows, and I don't know. There's really nothing to be afraid of because red is beautiful on every skin tone, from the palest ghoul to even dark skin. It looks so badass on people. I love red eyeshadow. And then I just pat it out and I create my own, like point that goes with my eye shape. And I haven't, if you guys have noticed, I have not dipped into Blood Moon into the pan. I'm using all of the shadow that I had first laid down over specular. I just want to make sure when I go like this, I'm just smoothing it out. Oh my goodness, I love this eye look. Come on here. Look at that. So pretty. Now, most multichromes, like the darker jewel tone multichromes, they are black based. Blood Moon, it's not really. I can smear this out. Let me see. I could smear this out and it doesn't have much of a black base. You see that? If I take that off, let me see. See how that's smeared out? It doesn't have much of a black base, which is really, really cool because the shift on this is so strong and vibrant. In person, oh, I love it. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Can you believe it? That's it. That is it. The only thing we need to do now is just our mascara, which I am going to go in with Lash Princess. You guys already know this is my OG. My hand is wet and I cannot open this. There we go. I have tried so many freaking mascaras and it never fails. Even viral mascaras, none of them apply or look as good on my lashes as this. I don't know what it is about lash the Lash Princess mascara. But this is my favorite. It is my all-time favorite mascara. Were you guys able to pick up anything from the BOGO sale? We had so many orders come through, and sometimes I can catch names and I remember a lot of our customers, but we had so many orders that I didn't even pay attention to the names. Sometimes I like to, if it's somebody that I notice a lot, I like to write little notes if we don't have a lot of orders that we got to box up and pull. We have to pull the orders. I do the bubble wrapping and the boxing of the shades. And we were so swamped with this August heat wave BOGO sale that I wasn't even paying attention to the names. But I'll tell you what though, Blood Moon did sell a lot. We had a lot of Blood Moon leave our shelf. So that's going to have to be restocked probably soon. I think we're running really low on the stock because all of our eyeshadows, they are ready to ship. Okay, there we go. Got my mascara on. And that is the look. You guys, this is it. Just 3 eyeshadows. 3 eyeshadows. Well, it's smeared now, but Blood Moon, Karma, and Ilithyia. That's it. And this is how it looks. I love this look. August 1st, I posted this on my personal. If you're not following me on Instagram, if you have Instagram, come hang out with me over there. I post on my feed, on my personal page, on my feed, I do my makeup looks. I post all my makeup looks. Anything that is not makeup looks, I'll create a reel for it so that it goes under the reel tab. And I don't put the reels on my main feed. I keep it separate. Why? Because I'm a Libra and I have issues. I put myself in situations and that's just what I do. So if you want to see eye looks that I've created, my Instagram is deandra.irene. I have it linked down below in the description box. Come hang out with me and see what I'm up to over there as well. Sometimes I post random stories. I'll get a hair in my ass and I'll go on my stories and talk. I wish there was a feature like that here on YouTube because that would be so fun to do too. But we did on YouTube. I did get the ability to have a community tab where you guys can, if one day you just want to tell me something, you want to say, oh, I have Blood Moon and I just created a look. You're able to go to my channel, click on the community tab, and write a message that everybody that's subscribed to the channel can see. And I believe you can share photos as well. So that's the only thing that we have here on YouTube. No one's used it yet. I'm waiting for someone to use it just to see how it works. That would be so cool. But yeah, on Instagram, I post my eye looks. So I shared this look that I created because I was anticipating fall, you guys, all month of July. I could not wait for July 31st. I already had it in my head. On August 1st, I'm wearing Blood Moon. Then we had the BOGO sale, the Heat Wave August BOGO sale for Devinah Cosmetics, and everything just aligned so perfect. And for the handful of you guys that asked, how did you do this? I want to know how you created this eye look. I'm so happy that you did. I hope you guys are watching this. I don't know if you want me to mention your names or not, so I won't. But if you do ever want me to mention your name, just let me know. Let me, you can mention my name when you're doing whatever and I'll do it. But thank you for asking me to do this because I am so happy. I've been wearing this ever since. I'm not going to lie. The days I'm not wearing makeup, obviously, I don't have blood moon on, but when I have been putting on makeup, it's been my go-to all week long. All week long. And today is, as of me filming this right now, it's the 8th of August. So for the last 8 days, I have been wearing Blood Moon in this style, and I love it. What do you think? Would you wear it like this? Have you worn a multichrome all by itself on your eyelid? I want to know. I want to know what you would pair. What colors would you pair with Blood Moon? Because I'm loving Karma and Ilithyia on the lower lash line. I would also love to pair this with a brown or with an orange. The green would be really cool too in the outer corner, just because on that harsh angle, you do get that green on the harsh angle. I don't know if you can see it. If you do see it, it'll be in the inner corner because it's on a harsh angle. So you have to look, see how you could see the green when it's harsh, when it's a hard angle. There it is, like that. So a green, and my eyes do come back a little bit because of the hood. So with the green matte, I think that would look so pretty as well. But this is the look. So we only used a couple of tools. We just used our specular glue base for the lid. We used the where's my other brush? The D105 and the D101 for the shimmer, for the waterline, and the eyeliner underneath. And then we just used these 3 shadows: Ilithyia, Karma, and Blood Moon. That's it. Such a pretty, perfect eyeshadow to take us from heat waves of August into harvest moons of fall. Oh my God, I love this. This is the epitome. This eyeshadow is the epitome of fall. Do you agree? What fall colors do you what fall colors like bring you into that whole autumn vibe? I want to know. I hope you guys like this video. Thank you again so much for hanging out with me and watching this quick tutorial. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel because it does help me out, and leave a comment down below. I love talking with you guys in the comments. I may not get to it right away, but trust me, I take usually one evening and I go through and I answer everybody's comments because I love to talk to you guys. I'll be back again soon. I'm so excited to get back into doing the one eye done, one eye to go videos. Let me know what the next color is that you would like to see on the eyes, and let me know, would you like to see it just on the lid, a shimmer all over the lid, or is there a specific color from Devinah Cosmetics that you would like to see put on as an eye look? I would love to do that for you. I'll talk to you soon.